The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Getting your work week started right by stretching out your vagina holes with the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
The Shogun of Harlem.
All right, good morning, everybody. I'm your host, Alien Stone, for the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space, broadcasting live on alienxradio.com, UG Media, and Facebook Live. Also live on YouTube and United Talk Radio. All of you, thank you very much for being our live affiliates. And, of course, thank you to all of our other affiliates around the world that play us in syndication. Welcome to the show, everybody. As you all know, by now, that Alien X Radio is coming up on their 5th annual Alien Xmas Radiothon to benefit Forgotten Harvest and help feed the hungry this time this time of year. Of course, around the holidays. Yeah, like we should only feed them around this time, right? They should be fed all year round. But each and every year, around Christmas time, Alien X Radio pulls it together, and we do what we call the 36 hours of Alien Xmas. We go live for 36 straight hours to raise money for Forgotten Harvest, who has figured out a way to feed 4 people for every $1 that they receive. 4 meals per dollar that we receive. And we have many, many different ways out there that you can donate. Some of them are available right now. You can go to alienxradio.com. You'll see the link down at the bottom there that shows the little number 5 that is Santa Claus. Click on that. It'll take you to the Alien X Radio 36 hours page. Or you can just simply go to alienxradio.com/36 hours. That'll take you right there. And on that page, you'll see a little link that says donate. If you click on that right now, it'll take you to that ability. You can use credit cards. You can use PayPal. However it is that you can do it. However you feel comfortable doing it. Also, coming up next month, about the 3rd, somewhere around there, I think, each of the Alien X Radio personalities on the station will be starting up our donation pages individually on Facebook. So if you're uncomfortable with links on our page and paying that way, come on the 3rd. We'll all have these links on Facebook that you can use, which will go directly to Forgotten Harvest, and so that there is no throughput. So we don't have to collect it, and then we have to put it back together and send it off to Forgotten Harvest. It goes straight to them in our name. Well, in your name, rather, but through our links. Anyway, blah, 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 right? So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to be reviewing some more stuff that we did in the previous years on the 36 hours as far as live performances, but I'm also going to get into a little bit of the recordings of things that happened. You know, some of the discussions that we had maybe, and some of the calls that we might have gotten, and some of the funny things that just happened. So this year we have a lot of really great stuff planned. We've got a lot of excellent bands that are scheduled, many more than we've ever had scheduled as far as bands. We also have Doug Maynard and friends coming in to handle the comedy. That's going to be amazing 2 hours of nonstop in-your-face comedy. If you've ever seen Doug Maynard performing at the Comedy Castle, or, well, I don't know if it's the Comedy Castle, but at the comedy clubs that he performs at, he is hilarious. He's had characters in movies, and he's got tons and tons of friends that are all his comedian friends, and they're all going to be here, as well as all of the staff and the personalities and everything from Alien X Radio, and presenters from around the world will be calling in, joining in, and having a good old time to raise money. So anyway, let's go ahead and start today's show the way we always start today's show.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
Let's take a look at this day in history.
November 25th, 1963. 3 days after his slaying in Dallas, the body of President John F. Kennedy is laid to rest at Arlington National Cemetery. 1986. In Washington, new details about the Iran-Contra affair engulf President Ronald Reagan's administration. Reagan and Attorney General Edwin Meese revealed profits from secret arms sales to Iran have been diverted to the Contra rebels in Nicaragua. 1783. British forces evacuate New York, their last military position in the United States during the Revolutionary War. 1999. Off the Florida coast, fishermen rescue Elian Gonzalez after he survived a shipwreck while trying to reach the U.S. with his mother. An international custody battle soon unfolds between Elian's father in Cuba and the boy's Miami relatives. The following year, the U.S. government removes Elian from those relatives and returns him to his father. And 1914.
You know, you're not only doing it for yourself, but at the fans.
Joe DiMaggio, one of baseball's greatest hitters and center fielders, was born in Martinez, California. Today in history, November 25th, Tim McGuire, The Associated Press.
All right, folks, told you that we're going to go back in time just a little bit here to a previous 36 hours of Alien Xmas where Concrete Angels put on an amazing performance. And once we thought that they were all done, that they had finished, because there was so much chaos going in here. There was such a party going on at the bar and over here at the mixing board and just everywhere. There's just people everywhere. And they were just rocking and rolling to this show. We thought, okay, they're all done. And in the chaos, I'm trying to get over to the board, and I can't get through all the people. And then they're like, encore, encore. So this is the encore from the last time that Concrete Angels performed for the 36 hours of Alien Xmas. Check it out.
This is Jared from Concrete Angels giving a shout out to Alien X Radio.
All right, folks. Sorry about that. A little hitting the wrong button there. That's what Concrete Angel sounds like right there at a studio recorded version of the song "Get On Up, Get On Up." You definitely want to tune on in to the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas, as they will be performing live, I tell you, at 8 p.m. Eastern on December 7th. That's a Saturday. That's right, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be awesome, man. They're going to rock and roll. There's many, many bands playing, and we're going to go over them, and we're going to tell you when they're playing. So Concrete Angels live, 8 p.m. Eastern, right here on Alien X Radio, and our fine affiliates that will be covering it live. I know UG Media will be, and I do believe Raw Talk Online will be, and I believe that at least in some part, this event will be carried by United Talk Radio as well. So, that all being said, folks, let's go ahead and get to some more reviews and let you kind of know what happens here when we do a 36 Hours of Alien Xmas radiothon. We started things off. I think this was 2017. Yes, this not that. Now we didn't start the thing in 2017. We started in 2016. But no, we started way before then. I don't know. My dates are all screwed up. Anyway, this is from 2017, where we started off with the Morning Mad House. That's what we call it. The Morning Mad House. Vinny's Madhouse. It's a madhouse. It's ridiculous. But anyway, the Prospect, that's our sports guy around here. You may know him. He's stopped on in because he had an amazing telephone call that he had planned and an interview with somebody. So I'm going to go ahead and give you this amazing interview that he set up with Lord Stanley, the creator of the Stanley Cup. Was lucky enough to call in and talk to him. Check this out. You're live on the air with 36 Hours of Alien Xmas. Who's this?
Good morning. Top of the morning to you.
Well, look,
this is Lord Stanley of Preston.
Yes, the Lord Stanley of Preston, the inventor of the Stanley Cup.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, what happened was, I know you guys told me...
Excuse me, I've been in a very long sleep. It was a good night. Plural.
So, yeah, I know you guys told me not to press that big red button in the back of the mothership, but I had to. And you didn't tell me that it was a time-traveling button.
Oh,
so I went back in time, and I went and found this guy, Lord Stanley Preston. I was like, dude, you have to be on this show. It's a radiothon. All right. You have to be on. So, welcome to the show.
And I said, dude, what is a dude? But that's another question for another day.
So,
welcome, my lord.
So, it's great to have you on the show. There's a couple things I've been wanting to ask you because, you know, you're very important in the world of hockey. And
what is it, hockey? Hockey? Oh, yes, that silly little game I invented a long time ago. Yeah, what about it?
Right. But so I've been meaning to ask you, what do you think about the current state of the sport? I mean, I know you invented it. You know what it's supposed to be like and how everything's going. What do you think about it now?
Well, I have to say I'm amused as what it evolved into, because when we first started, it wasn't really that serious. I mean, when you think about it, it started in a bar, or a pub, as you would say. We were all drunk one night, and we decided to go outside, and it happened to be in the middle of winter. So we saw the police walking around as we was going across the ice to get away from them, and we just decided to play it off like we was playing a game instead of being piss poor drunk.
So you're saying that the sport? So you're saying that the sport was originally a way to get away from the cops, basically?
Pretty much, because there was nowhere they're going on that later. I mean, they were too scared. So, you know, we decided to keep doing that every night whenever we got drunk. And, you know, eventually we just decided to do it even when we didn't see the police.
Came up with some rules and regulations and stuff?
Yeah, one was don't fall.
That's a good
one was if you fall, get back up. I mean, you know, it was pretty simple back then.
Makes sense.
But, eventually, you know, we had a couple of nights where we got a little too sauced up and decided to get into arguments, and the next thing you know, we were fighting on the ice.
And that's how that started.
Yes, I guess you could say that. One thing that does make it curious is the actual cup that I made.
Yeah, how'd you come up with the design of the cup?
Well, here's the funny thing. When I realized how they do with the cup now, with the celebration and pouring champagne into the cup, I kind of got a little grossed out, if you ask me.
Why's that?
Because, well, a lot of people don't really know this, but we didn't have that much money back then. You know, it was those times. So we used whatever we could as a championship. And I just happened to be playing some sports on the early in the day, and I happened to have my jockstrap with me. So we decided to play for my jockstrap.
Well, I guess there's a cup involved in that. I see where you got it from.
Yeah. So eventually we put it on a stick because, you know, sweaty balls and all that. We didn't want to really have it to our face, so we would just hold it up in the air, and when you win, you know, you get to have the smelly ball cup.
So that's how you came up with Stanley's Cup?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I mean, if they really knew what was in that cup, they would not be throwing champagne in it.
No.
That's fair to know.
It was a cup in the cup.
Right. So,
okay,
so what do you think about?
I mean, there was definitely something wet in the cup every night, but, you know, it wasn't champagne, you know.
That was probably from all the cops that you had to run away from on the ice, right?
Yes, we were running like crazy.
Oh my gosh!
I don't know what to think of this. I'm so thrown off.
Very
There's people that've been watching hockey. They're going, "What? It started how? What? You're changing people's lives today."
We figured after a while we wanted to leave that little bit of information out. You know, we didn't want to spoil the actual fun of the game. You know, you win, you get some smelly stuff in your face.
Right. So it's basically, you know, as time went on, the evolution of hockey kind of changed drastically from what you remember to what it is now.
Yeah, I think it was Bert. I think his name was Bert, but or it could have been a guy named Ernie. Either way, they decided one day to wash the cup, and that's when they decided to keep it, you know, and actually let people see it.
Right.
Wow. So is the base of the cup so big so that you don't accidentally spill your drink?
Well, actually, the base of the cup, it's not that big. It's just a regular tube. You know, it's just like we picked up a stick and something, tied it on top, you know, because we didn't really have a lot of things. I believe the first one was a bar stool, you know, because we stole it because we was in the middle of a fight in the middle of the ice, and we had one bar stool we didn't break yet. So we just put the cup on top of that.
All right.
Well, this is a very interesting insight into the origins of hockey, and I do appreciate your time, and I know you got some more sleep to go back to.
Oh yes, you know, I have means of ways to catch up on. You know,
right.
I heard about this plague thing. I have to catch up on. I have to get through all that.
They got to catch up on,
right?
Like, oh, that plague thing, you know. Right. Got to catch up on that.
Yeah, I'm trying to sleep past that whole what they call it, the depression and all that. I'm trying to stay asleep for that. But the plague sounds like kind of fun.
Got to get up for that, right? Sounds like some action.
Yeah, I'm down. I think I'm up for that. Yeah.
All right.
Well, it's been very nice talking to you, Lord Stanley.
Thank you.
That was awesome. I do appreciate you very much for calling in.
Yes, thank you.
No problem. Call again whenever you get in my time. You know, whatever time that is.
Sure.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much. Right. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
That was awesome.
That's what I was looking for, was some hockey stuff.
Oh, he finds it after we hang up.
I didn't want to hit it because I didn't know how loud it was. I didn't want to, like...
So you heard it here, the scoop, on Alien X Radio, that hockey was invented by running from the police and fighting on the ice.
You're locked in to Alien X Radio.
Now, if you want to know how important these last two games are, consider this. There is a possibility that an AFC team can have an 11-5 record and actually miss the postseason entirely. The Chiefs, Steelers, Jets, and Broncos, who already won the West, can end with that record, but the last two games of the season can make for an interesting finale.
Alien X Radio. Radio that's out of this world.
Time for siesta. Well, that's Keith and Motown Vinny are siestaing right now, if that's a word. I don't know. They're taking a siesta right now, that's for sure. They're trying to get in some rest because they've got a long day ahead of them. They got another 12 hours to go when they get up. Yeah, that's right. When they get on here at 6 a.m., they've got 12 hours more to go. And I'm just covering a little 8-hour segment in this 36-hour marathon. We've knocked out 4 hours already. Can you believe it, ladies and gentlemen? 4 hours I've been on the radio talking to you. I can't believe I've already done 4 hours with you. So that it's going by quick, and it's a good thing, you know. And we're doing it. Why? Because it's a good cause. We're helping out Forgotten Harvest, and I know I keep pumping that, but that's why we're here. So you're going to hear about it all night. You're going to hear about Forgotten Harvest all night long. You are. And so just deal with it, okay?
Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
Less commercials, definitely.
Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Awesome!
All right, it's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space, and it's the pump-up show. That's right, I'm pumping y'all up for the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas, which is coming up on the 7th and 8th of next month. I am excited about it. We're going to have all kinds of awesome stuff going on, presenters from around the world, guests from all over the world. We're going to have comedians in just droves of comedians showing up. They're going to be having a good time. Amazing band after band with live performances, full bands, acoustic performances, side projects, acoustical jam sessions, all this going on. We're going to have a Detroit Musicians Roundtable. We're going to be talking about the music scene. We're going to have a martial arts roundtable. We're going to be talking about all different styles of martial arts, the differences between them. It's going to be amazing. All the stuff is going on. It's going to be amazing for 36 straight hours live. We do it every single year to raise money for Forgotten Harvest to feed the hungry in the Detroit area. And this is our 5th year doing this, and every single year it gets bigger and bigger, and this year it's no exception. Once again, we're going up and over the top, and we need your help to make it bigger than it was last year by donating. You can just start your donating right now if you want by going to alienxradio.com/36 hours. There's a link on there. You can click on there. You can use any one of your credit cards. You can use your PayPal account, however you want to donate. You donate that way. It goes to us. If there are any PayPal fees or anything like that they take out, we replace that with our own money from Alien X Radio, and then 100% of what you donated will go straight over to Forgotten Harvest. We send it right over to them. Now, also, if you don't want to donate that way, coming up next month, starting, I believe, on the 3rd, each one of the Alien X Radio founders of this broadcast and this radiothon are going to start the Facebook donation pages for Forgotten Harvest as well in our names. So, if you're worried about throughput, like you don't want to give it to Alien X Radio and trust Alien X Radio to give it to Forgotten Harvest because there's a lot of paranoid people, I understand. You can do it that way, and it goes directly to Forgotten Harvest. It just simply is from us putting a link out there for you to see it. That's it. That's our only connection to that one. All right? So, either way, I don't care how you give money to Forgotten Harvest. Just do it. Because every $1 that you give them, they can feed 4 people. 4 people per dollar. They figured out how to do it, guys. So, last year, we were in the 4 digits. That's right. We broke 4 digits. We raised really good money last year. So, let's do it again. Let's do it again and again. We're going to take a short break. Pause the action for station identification and time to bring you up to date with the news. And we'll be back with more of the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space review show from 36 Hours. After this, go nowhere.
Yeah! And now your weekly news update from NPR.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
I've always listened to it.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Louise Schiavone. Secretary of the Navy Richard Spencer has been pushed out following his handling of the case of a Navy SEAL accused of war crimes. Defense Secretary Mark Esper objected to talks Spencer had with the White House over the case. NPR's Laurel Walmsley reports.
Those talks involved the case of Navy SEAL Eddie Gallagher. Gallagher was acquitted of murdering a wounded Islamic State militant in Iraq in 2017. But he was later convicted of posing with the body of the dead prisoner. President Trump restored Gallagher's rank after he was demoted by a military jury. According to the Pentagon, Esper learned on Friday that Spencer had privately proposed to the White House a deal in which Gallagher could retire as a SEAL and retain his Trident pin. In a letter to the White House, Spencer said he'd been terminated. He wrote that, quote, The president deserves a Secretary of the Navy who is aligned with his views for the future of the force. Laurel Walmsley, NPR News, Washington.
In words not ordinarily heard involving a president and his attorney, President Trump's personal lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, this weekend said he's not worried about questions regarding his involvement in the president's conversations with Ukraine. Giuliani spoke to Fox News.
I've seen things written like, he's going to throw me under the bus. Right. When they say that, I say, he isn't, but I have insurance.
In the coming weeks, the House Intelligence Committee will submit to the House Judiciary Committee its findings after 2 weeks of public impeachment hearings. After that, Democrats will consider drafting articles of impeachment related to President Trump's dealing with Ukraine and his request for that country to investigate political rival Democrat Joe Biden and his son Hunter. Pro-democracy candidates have swept hundreds of local elections in Hong Kong. NPR's Emily Feng reports the election has become a resounding referendum on public support behind ongoing anti-government protests.
A final count has yet to be announced across all 452 positions that were contested, but local media is reporting that initial ballot counting has given pro-democratic candidates 86% of seats in the district council. District councilors only advise the government rather than making policy themselves, but this year the elections have taken on greater significance as voters turned out in record numbers to express their discontent with how the government is handling protests. The vote also sends a clear message to Beijing, which has watched the protests against its governance of the city closely. An estimated 241 pro-Beijing incumbents lost their seats in the most recent elections, many to first-time pro-democratic candidates. Emily Feng, NPR News, Hong Kong.
In one of its biggest acquisitions, Louis Vuitton owner LVMH has agreed to buy Tiffany for $16.2 billion in a $135 per share cash deal. In trade talks with the U.S., China is pledging to improve protections for intellectual property rights. Most Asian stocks rose overnight. The Dow was up 80 points. This is NPR.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right. Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing.
Thanks, Igor.
And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow. Got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Here we go! Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your Vajir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
The house is now on fire.
Welcome back to The Attack, everybody. I'm your host, the Alien Stone, alienxradio.com, UG Media, Raw Talk Online, WON, the Apple, and blah, 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 going on and on and on. United Talk Radio, Get Smashed. I just can go on and on. I mean, the stations are just amazing. Yeah. So, anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. It is a live broadcast. You can always give me a call, 313-444-8919. Again, that's 1-313-444-8919. You can also send me text messages through Skype. The Skype that you can send messages to is AlienStone1. That's one word, AlienStone, and the number 1 with no spaces, AlienStone1. That's how you can contact me right here in the station, in the studio, rather, live. So, what are we doing today? I didn't plan for a regular show today, so there's nothing planned as far as a regular show. What I'm doing is pumping up and telling you about the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas show, which is coming up on the 7th and 8th. It's a 36-hour-long live marathon on the radio station here to raise money for Forgotten Harvest to feed the hungry. 4 people eat for every $1 that gets donated, people. You can donate through the station's page. You'll be able to donate through Facebook when we have those up and running as well. You can start donating right now. You can come to the studio live and drop off your donations that way. Remember, it's all cash, credit card, however you want to do it. And it all goes to Forgotten Harvest. And like I said, they have figured out a way to feed 4 people for every $1. So let's make sure that we make it bigger and better than it was last year. As the schedule suggests, so many great bands that are going to be playing here. Let me pull up this thing for those of you watching on Facebook and on YouTube. Check this out. This isn't even all the people that are playing. This is just some of them. We've got the Arcades Project. We've got Black Heron. We've got Influence. We've got Concrete Angels. Triple Black. Freakstar. That's right, my old band Freakstar is going to be playing again. This is the second time we've performed since we stopped playing years and years and years ago. Once was for a benefit for our lead guitar player's wife, who our lead guitar player had passed. So we had a benefit for that. We got together for that. And now we decided we're going to get together again for another live performance for this. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not? And also, let me pull this up right here too now. I want to show you this picture. This is another band that is going to be joining us this year. And I just wanted to take a moment to talk about them because I'm going to play some music from them as well right now. This is Dirty Mind Detroit. Dirty Mind Detroit is a Detroit-based blues rock band. Okay, I can't say it any more clearly than that. Detroit-based blues rock band. They rock and they're bluesy, and they're very involved in the entire music scene, blues and rock both. So they've been live in studio before. I do not believe that they've ever been here for a 36 Hours of Alien Xmas. However, they have been live in studio before for other shows and broadcasts. So they are performing this year on the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas. I should probably have the schedule pulled up, which I don't. But I'm going to go ahead and, hey, that's what this whole entire thing is about, the 36 hours today. So I might as well just go ahead and pull up the schedule, right? Certainly, right? Well, it helps to pull up the correct schedule. The 36 Hours of Alien Xmas schedule. So, Dirty Mind Detroit is scheduled to play at 2 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, December 7th, live right here on Alien X Radio for the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas. They're going to be here for that. Followed by Julie Haven, which also, she'll be calling in and doing an interview. She is a Detroit-based artist who has been living in Florida and producing her albums out there. Let's go, since we're talking about this right now, let's go ahead and I'm just going to run down the schedule for you guys real quick. We'll start off on Saturday, December 7th for the Morning Madhouse. That's going to be myself, Motown Vinny, D-Unit. Most likely we're going to have the Prospect. And then whoever happens to show up, call in, whatever. You know, that's going to start at 8. And that's going to continue and move and groove until about 11 a.m. when Joe Kidd and Sheila Burke, which will be a musical performance, they're going to be in studio with an acoustic guitar, and they are going to show you some of the music that they write. And they're going to perform that for you live. 12 p.m. Eastern, the Musicians Roundtable will commence. That's right. We're going to have lots of people that are involved in the industry and in the Detroit music scene. And we're going to get together. And we're going to talk a little bit about what we can do to increase audiences at different shows. You know, how are we going to promote each other's shows? And we're going to talk about equipment and guitars and things of that nature. So it's going to be a really interesting discussion. That'll take us up to that 2 p.m. Eastern, where Dirty Mind Detroit will be performing live right here on the air. It's going to be amazing. Julie Haven will call in for an interview after that, followed by, at 4 p.m., members of Creeping Chaos and their alter egos, the Chaos Project. The Arcades Project. They're going to be performing live. I'm giving them a 2-hour slot, so we'll see what they're going to do. Okay, so I'm sure it'll be a performance and interview with them, followed by a performance at 6 p.m. by Influence. Now, if you have ever listened to the station, Influence is going to definitely melt your face, okay? They are an awesome band. They're going to be rocking and rolling at 6 p.m. 8 p.m., Concrete Angels. We're very familiar with Concrete Angels. They've been here before for 36 hours and for many other broadcasts. They'll be performing 8 p.m. 9 p.m. is Black Heron. Again, you're familiar with them. In your face, rock and roll. Followed by Freakstar at 10 p.m. An acoustical jam session at 11. And the band Triple Black will be performing live at 12 midnight. And then, of course, we're just going to wing it at that point with all the different staff from around the world and what's going on here in the studio. until 2 a.m. when Zeldor takes over for Zeldor After Dark. Oh, I'm sorry, Zeldor After Hours. He's going to be in here, and he's going to have his own brand of stuff. He's going to take care of his own stuff. He's going to have his own interviews, guests, and he's going to take that throughout the course of the entire overnight shift because he is like that. He's the man. Zeldor After Hours, taking us all the way back to 8 a.m. again on Sunday, December 8th for the Morning Madhouse again. It's a madhouse. We'll be in studio once again. Here, let me pull this. Obviously we're still looking at the same picture here. Pull this up. So the Morning Madhouse will begin once again another 3 hours of In Your Face, bringing us up to 11 a.m. for Detroit Music Award-winning artist to come on in here for their third year in a row, and God bless this band. I love this band. Sweet Crystal will be performing once again live as they do every year now. It's amazing, too. When you listen, I love when bands come in here and they hook up their stuff, and as soon as they start playing their instruments, they make whatever adjustments immediately, and I don't know if they have to do anything, really. Just turn on the channel, and they go. That's how professional this band is. So they're going to be in studio. Sweet Crystal performing at 11 a.m., followed by 12 p.m. We're going to do Inside the Mothership as usual, and we have no idea what we're going to be planning for that. We're going to have a live performance. We're going to have interviews, but it's going to be amazing. Doug Maynard and friends, a group of comedians, will be in here at 2 p.m. Eastern. That's, again, Sunday, December 8th. They got 2 hours, and I recommend wearing rubber pants because you got to put on your pissing pants because pants pissing is going to be going on. The Martial Arts Roundtable will take place at 4 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, followed by Lenora Hicks. She's going to come in and do an hour-long performance. She is a vocalist, and you're going to enjoy that. She's going to be performing a wide range of different cover songs that you know. And then, of course, we're still working on getting some other bands put in here. I'm sure that I'm missing some that I have not updated on the schedule that I'm reading right now in front of me. I know that there's been a band added by John LeBang. He has just recently booked a band. I can't remember the exact time slot that's in. I'll go check that in a little bit. And then at 7 p.m., we're going to be doing what we call the home stretch, the thank yous and the goodbyes. That's when, certain people start, tearing up and bawling and stuff like that. And even Satan will chime in and he'll cry because he's glad that you gave during this time of year. So, anyway, now that I've given you the whole rundown of what's going on, and that's still in flux, more artists can be added, more things are going to be added to the show. So it's going to be amazing. It really is going to be amazing. So in that, let's go ahead and find something here. This is the kind of stuff that they do when I'm supposed to be sleeping, and I'm not during the 36 hours of Alien Xmas.
Sitting here with Alien Stone. He's not gone to bed yet.
No.
You know what? You get into that part of when you've stayed up so long that you almost can't go to bed. Because I was like that this morning because I tried to pull the all-nighter so I would sleep during the day. It'd be good for all night. And it was like 1 before I could even try to go to sleep. And that first hour and a half was just forcing the sleep upon myself. So I can understand why you haven't just gone to land.
See, now, don't get me wrong, though. If I go to lay down right now, I will pass out almost immediately. There's no question. Okay, I've never had a problem going to sleep. It's staying asleep that's my problem. But I know what you're talking about, too, is when you reach that point. When I was remodeling and rewiring this entire studio to get ready for this thing, there's tons of extra mics have been added, tons of extra features, a new board, all kinds of stuff have been added. So I was literally standing in here probably in the middle of the room at 5:30 in the morning 2 nights ago, just standing probably for 2 minutes. In one position in the middle of the room, looking around, going, okay, what do I do now? It's there's a couple of things that still need to be put away, but I'm literally out of gas. I'm just standing in the middle of the room going, what do I do? And then finally you go, okay, this needs to move. And then you start going again.
Right.
But yeah, I was I'm so tired. I should have gone to sleep 2-3 hours ago. But you're in that mode, though, where you're this got to get done. It's got to get done. And I know I can fall asleep, but you don't want to go to do that.
Right.
You can't stop what you're doing, but you can't focus on it either.
got the money, honey, we got your disease in the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. Want to bring you to your knees. I wanna watch you bleed. Welcome to the jungle. We're here every day. You learn to live like an animal in the jungle where we play. And now a very sexy girl is very hard to please. You can have anything you want, but you better not take it from me in the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. Feel my serpent teeth. I wanna hear you scream. Do you know where you are? You're in the jungle, baby. Welcome to the jungle. Yes, we're here every day. You learn to live like an animal in the jungle where we play. If you got a hook up for what you say, you take it eventually. You can't taste the bright lights, but you won't get them for free in the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. Want to bring you to your knees. I wanna watch you bleed. When you're high, you'll never, ever wanna come down. So down, so down, so down. When you're high, you'll never, ever wanna come down. So down, so down, so down. In the jungle, welcome to the jungle. Want to bring you to your knees. In the jungle, welcome to the jungle. Feel my serpent teeth. I wanna hear you scream.
I'm Michelle Wolf, lead singer of H.R. Rustica, and you are listening to Alien X Radio.
Is this the sacred land? Is this the sacred land? Is this where I lay my head? Is this our final stand? Is this where I leave my heart? Is this where I leave my heart? Is this where I'm torn apart? Left out in the dark? No.
what the total is.
Alien Stone, wake up. This is your father talking.
That was one of my favorite things of the entire day. Oh,
he did wake up for you.
He did, totally. I would wake up too. I'd be like, oh my God, I'm having this weird nightmare. It's not a nightmare.
It's actually Zeldor speaking through.
I can see him with my waking eyes. This goes out for our fallen heroes. But I seen no end. I also fade black again and again. This storm has broken me, my only friend. Oh, in this river all shall fade to black. In this river ain't no coming back. In this river all shall fade to black. No coming back. We're drawn step away just to find myself. The door is frozen and the only one left. This storm has broken me, my only friend, yeah. In the river I shall fade to black. In the river ain't no coming back. In the river I shall fade to black. No coming back. In this river all shall fade to black. In this river ain't no coming back. In this river all shall fade to black. In this river all shall fade to black. In this river ain't no coming back. In this river all shall fade to black. And no coming back.
Yet another Democrat to the 2020 field. I'm Chris DeMeo, Fox News. Former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg now officially in the Democratic presidential race.
He has deep pockets to campaign. The former New York mayor just spent at least $30 million for a single week of TV ads. He says he's here to beat Trump and rebuild America. Here's how the ad takes on the Trump administration.
Stood up to the coal lobby and the outright denial of this administration to protect the only home we have from the growing menace of climate change. But now he sees a different kind of menace coming from Washington. So there's no stopping here, because there's an America waiting to be rebuilt.
Bloomberg's team has reserved $34 million for ads and plans to spend as much as $500 million this election.
Fox's Christina Coleman. Defense Secretary Mark Esper firing Navy Secretary Richard Spencer on Sunday. The Pentagon chief not happy with Spencer's handling of the case of Navy SEAL Edward Gallagher, whom President Trump has defended. The president tweeting he'll nominate the U.S. ambassador to Norway, retired Rear Admiral Kenneth Brathwaite, to replace Spencer as Navy Secretary. Country singer Taylor Swift making history at the American Music Awards Sunday by breaking Michael Jackson's record for most AMA wins of all time. The award that sealed it, Pop Rock Album of the Year.
This is amazing. It's like
That was a really tough category. Wow. Thank you to the fans. I would love to have an opportunity to thank the people I made this album with, because they're amazing and we had so much fun doing it.
Courtesy ABC, Swift also taking Artist of the Decade and Artist of the Year. Pro-democracy parties scoring a landslide wins in weekend elections in Hong Kong, taking nearly 90% of council seats. America is listening to Fox News.
Me and my lady want to get busy tonight. What do you recommend?
Igor's Lube.
I got my fist stuck in a gravy boat. Any ideas on how I can get it out?
Igor's Lube.
The hinges on my cabinet doors are squeaky. What should I use?
Igor's Lube.
I got dry, flaky elbows.
Igor's Lube.
Okay, but what if I'm being held hostage by a supervillain in an underground lair with a ticking time bomb and only seconds left until detonation? What would save me then, huh?
Igor's Lube.
That's right. Everything is smoother with Igor's Lube.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Hi, everybody. Are you tired of feeling sluggish all the time? Frequent bathroom breaks cutting into your workday? Can't sleep at night? Try Colovax. Colovax is a new technology that takes the power of a shop vac and uses it to thoroughly clean out your insides.
With its patented technology, Colovax cuts your bathroom visits down to once a month.
My name is Russ Russellford, and I use the Colovax once every 2 weeks to keep me limber. Now I can play catch with my son all day and never get tired or have to poop. Colovax really sucks ass. In a good way.
Colovax has not been clinically tested, so when considering Colovax, the following side effects may include goosebumps, whooping cough, crying spell, intense spouts of rage, severe depression, arousal, heart explosion, ejaculation, silent fart, anal fissures, and loss of hair and teeth.
If you use Colovax, please contact a physician if you experience any goosebumps, whooping cough, crying spells, intense spouts of severe depression, arousal, heart explosion, ejaculation, silent farts, anal fissures, loss of hair and teeth.
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos, directly into your Vajir holes, it's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
The Shogun of Harlem.
All right, everybody, welcome back to The Attack. It's hour number 2 of The Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space, broadcasting live from the other side of planet chaos directly into your Vajir holes on alienxradio.com, ugmedia.com, and all the other fantastic, fine affiliates around the world, like United Talk Radio, our newest live affiliate. Hey, guys, welcome, and good morning to you. Been moving and grooving right along. What is my main purpose of the show today? Usually, I'm telling all kinds of great stories from, ridiculous stories, of course, from around the world, doing skits and all kinds of things are going on. But today, what we're doing is we're building up 36 hours of Alien Xmas Marathon, which is coming up on the 7th and 8th here on Alien X Radio and our fine affiliates as well, where we go live for 36 straight hours raising money for Forgotten Harvest to feed the hungry. And it's going to be an amazing event. Lots of live bands and performances, comedians, guests from around the world, presenters from around the world. It's just going to be nonstop. It's going to be amazing and a lot of fun. So I'm just kind of letting you guys know, if you're unfamiliar with the event, some of the stuff that's happened in the years past. We're playing performances. We're playing little skits and things that we've recorded in the past. So that's pretty much what the show has consisted of today. However, I'm going to, do some stuff that I normally do. Like, how about this right here?
broadcasting directly into your brain.
What the? Florida?
Yeah, somebody sent me a What the Florida today, so I just thought I would go ahead and put one out there. Because people in Florida do the craziest things. I don't know if it's an overdose of sunscreen or, I don't know. If meth just blows around there. But that's what this guy says. He says that the drugs that the police found in his vehicle must have been blown in there by the wind. Must just blown in there by the wind. Well, for druggies out there, I guess it's a better day today. Drugnado has come to town, and it's just scooping up meth and cocaine and all, it's just scooping up all the drugs out here, and it's just depositing them in the front and back seats and glove boxes of random people's cars around the neighborhood in Florida. It's an amazing thing. Is it like a drug hurricane that's washed ashore? Is there evidence that these drugs were in salt water? I'm just saying. So, this week's What the Florida has been brought to you by Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow at www.igorslube.com. Look for and like them on Facebook as well. And don't forget to try out that naked twister thing. Igor's Lube is great for all kinds of things, like getting your fist unstuck from a gravy boat, dry flaky elbows, and squeaky hinges, as well as, of course, doing it! Its number one function. Everything is smoother with Igor's Lube, so get some today and get some tomorrow. Again, that's www.igorslube.com. So, let's go ahead and find some more music for your Vajir holes, or something from the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas. John LeBang, he is he's been around since almost the beginning of the station. He was one of the very first people that ever came to the station. Actually, I think he was the very first person ever to have a show on our station that wasn't just a randomly syndicated show. This was somebody who came to us to launch his show. So, I mean, he was doing it someplace else, and he had an issue with them or whatever. He came to us, and we, of course, we loved his show. I mean, his show is amazing, and I'm so glad that he has had the success that he's had, and he's now syndicated on all these amazing stations. Some very, very huge stations as well. So he's making a lot of noise. And, of course, John LeBang brings out every year now the Banger Music Awards, which is also getting amazing reviews. It's getting huge. People are involved all over the world with it. And, of course, that's coming up very soon again. This year it will be presented here on Alien X Radio, as well as all of the affiliates that he is with, all the stations that his show is on. But he, again, was a very big part of the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas, and he managed to get an amazing interview from a band called The Dark Clouds, and this is how it went down during the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas. You're tuned to the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space, Alien X Radio, UG Media, and United Talk Radio, live.
Alien X Radio, John LeBang, who's this?
It's a Monster from Australia.
Oh, hey, guys. What's up, Monster? How you doing, brother?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
Great. Thanks for calling in. Yeah, this is Monster from the band The Dark Clouds. Their number one song on my show, Miley, which is doing great. But the Lilac Dress is starting to move up the charts too, bro.
Yeah, it's a pretty good song, those two. We actually played last night up in Sydney.
Yeah, and how'd that show go?
Fantastic. Packed. With a band called the New Christs. I don't know if you guys have heard of the New Christs over there.
Not heard of them, but we have now.
Yeah, seminal band from Wollongong. Fantastic.
Awesome. So what you guys been up to besides playing out? Just you playing all over the country? You coming to the States at all? What's up with that?
We're supposed to be going to Spain at the end of this year, but I'm not sure yet. So we're just trying to build a fan base over here.
And how long you been together?
The singer and I have been together for about 5 years. But we've had a fair few lineup changes over those 5 years. But the singer, me, and the bass player have been in the unit for about 3 years.
Really?
Our last drummer had to had to leave because he had other commitments. Yeah, so we've gone through a few people. But, yeah, I'm actually up in the Australian bush in the middle of the wilderness.
Oh, really?
On top of a mountain, yeah. It's about 40 degrees Celsius over here.
So that's what, 40 degrees, so it's like 70 degrees our temp or whatever. That's pretty warm.
Yeah.
So you got summer going on right now. We got winter up here, so you got summer kicking.
Yeah. We've got bushfire season over here now.
What kind of season?
Bushfire.
Oh, bushfire. Yeah, we get the
bushfire. Yeah.
Yeah, they have those in California, very similar type stuff where they're always crying.
I've actually seen them on the news, yeah.
Yeah, all they have to do is have a little weather modification and get some rain down there, and they'd stop those damn fires, and they won't do it. I think they like having the fires. Yeah. So tell everybody about your band, man.
Well, it's a 5-piece. It's a pretty heavy rock band, but bass player, 2 guitarists, drummer. The drummer's highly qualified. He's been in about it's probably about 40 bands over his time. Really good drummer. We just grew up on bands like the Angels, Midnight Oil, Radio Birdman, the MC5.
MC5.
The MC5.
Yes.
Wayne Kramer. Yeah.
You got to have a little AC/DC influence in you, right?
Oh, huge. How can you not like ACD?
They're definitely my favorite band. Yeah, he's gone.
Well, he's only calling from around the world.
Yeah. I don't. Have you heard them? These guys they're really awesome band, and they have a really cool like old school sound. Yep, he's going to probably call me back. Hey, we got another phone call coming in. Let's see who this is. It's been a busy night here.
Yeah, getting some use out of Skype.
Alien X Radio, John LeBang. How are you?
John LeBang is Monster back. Thunder.
Hey, Monster, how are you, man? I'm sorry about that. I don't know what was happening. That's okay. We played Lilac Dress while you were gone, man.
Classic song. Song.
I love that tune. In fact, I had Miley, when you guys sent me the Lilac Dress, I thought, man, I love that tune, man. That's probably my favorite one of them all.
How many songs did I send you?
You sent me like 5, but only 3 worked, and Lilac Dress, man. The people listening to the show love the music, man. They keep requesting your stuff. Since we're talking about Lilac Dress, what the heck is the story behind that?
Most of the lyrics are written by Nadine, the singer. I write all the guitar parts and the song, the structures. But he writes most of the lyrics. But that song speaks for itself. I think it's about having a dream about a beautiful lady in a lilac dress and waking up wet. It's a love story. Every time we play it, we get a reaction. It's just one of those songs people love. It's so different to everything else we do. It's got a certain charm about it.
Yeah, that song's a monster. I love it. I heard it and I was like, geez, this is like old rock music. This is like stuff way back in the day. I heard it and I had to play it again right away. I was like, geez, this is a good song.
Yeah, we get that a little bit. It's a guy, we played the other night and a guy came backstage and we were selling CDs and signing autographs and all that kind of stuff. And he actually said that song is the best song for the rest of the year. Yeah, we're all about self-promotion. We put the album out ourselves, paid with it. Dan and I paid for the recording and the production, and so it's not doing too bad over here. We're looking at getting management at the moment, but we've been self-reliant so far, which a lot of bands do these days.
Yeah, it's not like the days when I was starting and you had to do all the flyer promotion yourself, car to car, door to door.
It's a little bit easier these days.
Yes, it definitely is, and you can do it yourself. It's really great. There's a band here in the States called Clutch. I don't know if you're familiar with them.
I love Clutch.
Yeah, they do everything themselves now, and they're the prototype of the future. Follow their business model, and you guys will go far, man.
They're playing here very shortly in Australia. They're doing a tour here, not far away.
Really?
Yeah, I see them every time they come over. I'm a huge fan, and so is the singer. So
you should get on the ticket with them, man. I think you guys would be great opener for them.
I think they've already got someone lined up for them.
Okay.
Yeah, we already looked into that. We've sent them the details and that, but a lot of bands going around here. A hell of a lot of great Australian bands as well.
Yeah, well, I have to. That's my AC/DC is my favorite band, and that got me into the Australian circuit. And then when I got your music, I think that was through Susan Lennon, gave me your music, and I was blown away because it was old school rock and roll all over again, and that's the stuff I love, man.
There's a lot of that over here. There's a lot of that old school kind of Australian rock kind of stuff. It's that's what we grew up on. I love it. I can't get enough of it.
So after you guys find some management, are you going to expand to the States, or I mean, what's the next step?
We want to do this. We want to get out there, and so that's our plan anyway.
Yeah, how old's the band?
How old?
Yeah, how old are you guys? Like the band member ages?
We're around 40, all of us.
Okay, so then you know what I'm talking about. We would get along. So you come to Detroit. You come to Detroit. We'll have a good time, man. We'll have you over.
I'd love to come to Detroit. That would be awesome.
Yeah, they would love you out here. And if you guys ever do that, man, I will put all kinds of promotion behind you, and we'll get some people out here because you guys are, solid. What else can you tell me about the band? Tell everybody who doesn't know about you guys. Give them their sales pitch.
The singer and I grew up together. We've known each other since we were 5 years old, and we were in a band way back called the Proton Energy Fields. I don't know if you've heard of the Protons over there, but they were like an underground band that turned into a band called Tumbleweed. I left the Protons, went on to start a band called the Rainbow Monsters, which Dean was the singer. We played for about 5 years, I think. Then one time Dean heard his voice from a desk or something, and I think I was doing backing vocals, and it sounded pretty bad. So Dean said, "That's it, I'm never singing ever again," kind of thing. Then, I think it was about 10 years down the track, I said to Dean, well, I want to, start playing music again, and with Dean. And he goes, "Oh, yeah, I don't know about that." And then I coerced him, and then got the old band back together. We did a few, we were kind of a cover band that played the Stooges, the MC5, all those classic bands, and the Ramones. And he got back into it. He got the bug, and then that's where the Dark Clouds come from. We started playing again. He just fell in love with being up front and entertaining people. He doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, he doesn't do anything. So the music is his drug, and that's what he loves doing. And I've been playing all through that time. I think I gave up for about 12 years and just worked. But then thought, I just want to play music again. And so we started up again, and the Dark Clouds came from that. We asked another friend, Ronnie, to play bass for us. And, he's been with us for a fair while now. And we've had this new drummer and guitarist for the past 6 months. And, we're getting heaps of shows all over the place. And, we're having fun. It's about fun for us, and, we're really enjoying it.
That's awesome. Now, you were saying you're going to do all your self-promotion. Are you going to, put your own record label together so you can do that? Or do you have one?
We haven't, but, we'll look into that. We've got our own label, but it's not, Dean and I own a label. It's nothing big. It's like we put it together for this band. So it's, we'll go from there. We'll see. Like we've got a friend over here we've been talking in talks with about in regards to management, and hopefully he'll come through and he'll help us out a bit. He's pretty big over here. I won't mention any names because nothing's been set in stone yet. So yeah, it's starting to happen for us. It's taken a little while and a few different lineups, but I think we've found the right guys, and we're all pretty happy. We're all good, pretty mates, good friends, and yeah.
It's always better when you play with friends. I always thought.
Well, it is. But the singer Dean, 5 years old. We went to school together, high school, primary school, and high school. I think we call it high school and secondary or something.
Yeah, high school and junior high and elementary. That's what we call the three levels.
Yeah, different. Yeah, but so I've known him for 40 years or so.
Yeah, don't think we're all that smart up here because we have those three levels, because we're pretty dumb over here in the States, just saying.
We have three levels too. We have primary, high school, and then it's university.
Oh, well, if you want to add in university, then that's 4 levels, but,
that's 4.
Yeah, it don't help. We could have 50 levels and it wouldn't help, so... So what do you guys shooting for in the next year, basically?
Well, we're going to have a month off in January because the bass player got married not long ago, and I think he wants to have that little bit of a honeymoon kind of thing. And so we're going to have next month off. I've already started booking shows, so we'll be playing up and down the east coast of Australia, which is a huge place. It's we'll be doing I think Brisbane, Newcastle, Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide. Yeah, so we'll be travelling around a bit.
Like a tour type thing? Are you going to go like night to night? Is that, or just kind of here and there?
Most of us work, so it's pretty hard to do a full tour. But yeah, I want to start playing a bit more regularly. So yeah, I'm booking shows. We play a fair bit anyway, but I want to start playing a hell of a lot more.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Well, I appreciate you coming in, brother. Is there anything? And you want to hit up everybody with all your all your websites and your Facebook, and let everybody know if you got Twitter or everything, so they can follow you.
Yeah, we're setting up a website and all that kind of stuff in January. That's what our plans are, to get all that done and dusted. So we've got a clean slate going into 2016. So all that will be up and running very shortly. And yeah, we will be going in the studio soon to start on a new album. So we're already doing demos. So yeah.
Okay, well, I look
forward to it. Yeah,
I look forward to it too, man. Because seriously, I wish we had bands like you around here, because I'd love to go see you guys play out. So whatever you do, get to Detroit somehow, man. I'm telling you, I'd love to see you guys. And keep sending me your stuff, because I will play your stuff.
I'll send you heaps more.
Okay, I appreciate it. So, any last words before you go?
You're a champion.
Okay, thank you, sir.
See you, everybody. Hey, it's been great talking to you.
That was Monster Thunderclap from the Dark Clouds and Lilac Dress. We'll be back in just a minute.
Stuff that dreams
Hello, this is Ernie Singleton, a.k.a. T-Dog from The Walking Dead, and you are listening to
X Radio.
The world ended. Didn't you get the memo?
His name is Kai. Dreaming of does and shooting bugs at deer camp. At deer camp. Oh. And deer camp.
It's a good song, right, everybody?
Yeah, Austin Kelly and Deer Camp live here in the studio during 36 hours of Alien Xmas the last year. Make sure you tune in. We start live at 8 a.m. on Saturday the 7th, and we will stay live until 8 p.m. on Sunday the 8th. That's right, 36 straight hours of live broadcast, live performances from bands, live call-ins from around the world, presenters from around the world, comedians, actors. Oh my gosh, it's going to be amazing! Make sure that you tune in for some of that. Time right now for a short break. Pausing the action for station identification, and got to bring you up to speed with your latest news update and a sports update by the Prospect, who will also be here for the 36 hours of Alien Xmas. Go nowhere. We'll be back with the attack after this.
AP News. I'm Rita Foley. It's Thanksgiving week, and millions of us are hitting the road.
If you can help it, says Tamara Johnson with AAA, don't pick the day before Thanksgiving to get in your car.
We are anticipating that Wednesday, November 27th, is going to be the worst time to hit the road, specifically between the early evening hours, between about 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. We're going to start to see travelers mixing in with that rush hour traffic.
So when would be the best time to go?
Try to travel on the holiday if your schedule allows. Otherwise, try to leave as early early as possible in the morning, no matter what day of the week that you leave.
And check your car out.
Check your tires, check the tread. Also want to make sure that you're checking your battery as well.
And have fun. I'm Shelley Adler.
Defense Secretary Mark Esper has fired Navy Secretary Richard Spencer. This has to do with the controversy over a case President Trump got involved in. A Navy SEAL accused of wrongdoing.
President Trump tweeted last Thursday that he would not let the Navy take away Chief Petty Officer Edward Gallagher's Trident pin, which designates him a SEAL. Spencer said he did not consider a tweet to be in order, and it would take a formal order to stop the Navy Review Board, which is set to meet December 2nd, to consider Gallagher's case. Gallagher was acquitted of murder in the 2017 stabbing death of a captured Islamic State militant in Iraq, but a military jury did convict him of posing with the corpse. Ben Thomas, Washington.
The AP has found that more college students struggling with anxiety, depression, and other mental health problems are turning to their schools for help, but often they have to wait weeks for treatment because campus clinics are struggling to meet the increasing demand. London is not renewing Uber's license to operate in that city, citing safety breaches that it says put passengers at risk. Uber calls the decision wrong and says it will appeal. The French luxury group LVMH has agreed to buy Tiffany for more than $16 billion. This is AP News.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
And now your weekly sports update with The Prospect.
Hello all, and welcome to the weekly sports update with The Prospect on Alien X Radio. It was a wild scene last Thursday between the Browns and the Steelers in the closing moments of their fourth quarter game. Steelers quarterback Mason Rudolph was tackled to the ground by Myles Garrett after throwing a pass, and that's where things took a turn. The two wrestled to the ground where Rudolph unsuccessfully tried to rip Garrett's helmet off. Well, Garrett was successful in removing Rudolph's and swung it at his head, connecting with the crown with incredible force. Garrett was knocked down soon after and was kicked repeatedly by Marquise Pouncey. Garrett was suspended indefinitely for at least the remainder of the current season, which may carry over to next season pending further investigation. An appeal was denied after Garrett insisted that Rudolph used a racial slur towards him that incited the action, a case that was soon dismissed for lack of evidence. Pouncey was originally suspended 3 games but reduced to 2 after a successful appeal, and Rudolph was fined $50,000 for his involvement, which may be reduced thanks to the league's collective bargaining agreement. All players involved apologized for their actions in a game that may have brought the Browns back into the playoff hunt, but I'm sure no one will be paying attention to that. The college football playoff picture is constantly changing with the top 6 teams jockeying for position. Alabama is looking to make it to their 6th straight trip, but have a lot of work to do as they're one of the first 2 out after their humble loss to LSU. They did prove themselves by routing, and I do mean routing, Western Carolina 66-3. I mean the Catamounts, whatever they are, didn't stand a chance against the Crimson Tide as they saw touchdown after touchdown after touchdown scored against them. In other news, Harvard loses to Yale in a double overtime thriller that was overshadowed at halftime by a protest on the field. The hour-long delay was made by spectators rallying against climate change, holding banners and chanting before escorted by police. In all, about 24 people were arrested. The game resumed, went into double overtime, and Yale won 50-43 to get at least a share of the Ivy League title. Well, tune in next week for more sports. For Alien X Radio, I'm The Prospect, saying until next time, Prospect out.
Donna, is that a bottle of Igor's lube?
I wish you would just ring up my stuff without all the questions.
I heard there are millions of uses for that stuff.
I only have one.
Have you ever tried playing a naked game of Twister all covered in this stuff?
Can't say that I have.
This stuff would really help to get you out of a tight spot. Or into one, if you know what I mean. Huh?
Are you almost finished?
Just waiting for the bag boy. Igor? And don't forget that my lube comes in 1 ounce, 5 ounce, 1 pint, and 1 gallon sizes, so you can feel free to try out that naked twister thing. Uh-huh. Now see, I told you.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow. Resistance is futile, but you can struggle if you like. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. You got something to say? Say it, bucko. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
All right, everybody, welcome back to The Attack right here on Alien X Radio, UG Media, Raw Talk Online, United Talk Radio, WON The Apple, Get Smashed Radio, and on and on and on and on and on. All of our beautiful, wonderful affiliates all around the world. I do thank you for tuning in and joining in. And also, I want to send out a very special thank you to all of the affiliates that will be carrying the 36 hours of Alien Xmas this year as we go live for 36 straight hours to raise money for Forgotten Harvest. That's coming up very soon. I noticed that Doug Maynard, he was hanging out in the chat room of the Facebook Live broadcast a little while ago. He's going to be in, Doug Maynard and Friends, comedy troops, and I'm just telling you right now, you better wear your pants. You better wear your what am I supposed to say? You better wear your peeing pants. That's it. You better wear your peeing pants because pants peeing is going to happen as they crack it. They're going to crack you up, okay? I'm just telling you right now. These are the funniest people that I know, and they will be the funniest people that they know. And they're all going to come together, and I think I built that up a little too much. But maybe not. It's going to be amazing. So make sure that you tune in. The entire thing, it starts at 8 a.m. on the 7th. Wow, man, I am just making this up as I go, ain't I? On the 7th at 8 a.m., we're going to go live, and we're going to stay live the entire time until 8 p.m. on Sunday, the 8th. Live bands, interviews, comedians, me not knowing what I'm saying. And so the whole thing will be on Facebook Live and on YouTube. I always recommend, by the way, people, that if you really want to watch the broadcast and not just listen to it, you want to watch it, Facebook's okay for interacting with us. But I recommend that you go over to the YouTube channel, the Alien X Radio YouTube channel, and watch the video there or watch any place where I post that video because the audio is much, much better on the YouTube broadcast than it is on the Facebook broadcast. Just telling you. Just telling you. So you might want to check that out. The entire thing, as I said, 36 hours will be on YouTube and on Facebook Live. So you'll not only get to hear these bands playing live, but you'll see them performing live in studio. You'll get to see everybody hanging out and having a good time and partying. And, yeah, it's going to be an amazing thing. So anyway, let's go ahead and I'm going to play this real quick. You know, it sounds like I'm begging you for money, right? Well, essentially, we are. Okay, essentially, we're going to be begging you. And nobody is too big to lend a hand when it's time to raise money to feed the hungry, including Satan. That's right, including the Dark Underlord, Satan himself. He stopped into the studio to lend a helping hand.
Listen up. There are a lot of people out there that really, really, really need your help. A lot of them are down here in hell with me, but you can help them. You gotta help the ones that are still on Earth. They got no food, and they need you to donate to Forgotten Harvest, or I'll eat your soul. Oh, wait, no. I won't do that. I won't do that. I won't eat your soul. I can't eat a soul knowing that there's hungry people out there. So make sure you go over to alienxradio.com/36 hours and please, I can't believe I said please give till it hurts. I know I said that.
Butt plug.
Butt plug. So please, give what you can, or I will take it from your soul.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll work, Satan.
That works for me.
And it did work. It did work. We got more donations than ever that year. And so I'm just saying, make sure that you tune in for that and make sure that you donate because all the money goes to Forgotten Harvest. They can feed 4 people with every dollar. And that is coming up, as I said, on the 7th and 8th. And something that is kind of cool that's happening, too. My band hasn't been together in about close to a decade, okay? But when our lead guitar player had passed away not long ago, we got together and did a benefit for that. And we've decided that we're going to do that again for the 36 hours of Alien Xmas. We got together yesterday just to hook up equipment and see if it works. We didn't really get to do much yesterday, but we got one practice between now and then to see what we can put together. I'm talking about my band Freak Star. You can see the little picture right there. There's back in the day, I was playing on some stage someplace. I don't know where. But yeah, we rocked it out, yeah. So we're going to be playing it. What time are we going on? We're going on at 10 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, December 7th. Wow. And I'm really talking like dial-up internet for some reason. So yeah, Freakstar live, 10 p.m. Eastern on December 7th. That's Saturday for the 36 hours of Alien Xmas. We don't have anything live recorded from that because obviously we haven't been together for the 5 years that we've been doing this 36 hours. So anyway, here's a little tune from us. Since we just listened to Satan, let's go ahead and play Bringing Out the Sin by Freakstar here on The Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
Another night goes into day. Night goes into day. The sunlight always brings me pain. It's gonna bring me pain. But now I'll rest in a shallow grave. I'll rest in a shallow grave. Until the next time I misbehave. I'm gonna misbehave. It's in my blood, it's in my soul. Can't resist when it takes control. The silent gaze beneath my skin. Well, I can feel it bringing out the sin. Another night falls over day. Night falls over day. The moonlight always brings me prey. It's gonna bring me prey. To lay to rest in a shallow grave. Lay to rest in a shallow grave. So much sin now cannot be saved. Well, I can never be saved. It's in my blood, it's in my soul. I can't resist when it takes control. The silent kids beneath my skin. Well, I can feel it bringing out the sin. Bring it out. Bring it out. Bring it out. Bring it.
Igor, you fool!
jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your Vajir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Come on.
Welcome back to the attack, everybody. I'm your host, Alien Stone, all up in your face from outer space. As wow, there goes all of a sudden there goes one of my sides again. Oh, see, sorry, I hate to scare you. You know, you're here riding along in the mothership, and I'm freaking out, saying, "Oh, there goes our equipment again." Next thing you know, we're gonna crash and die because all of a sudden, oh, there we go. Oh, we straightened out the stability now once again. The inertia cancelers must not have been canceling, or the gravitational plates weren't gravitating. All right. Or maybe the deflector array is just pretending like nothing's wrong. And there's clearly something wrong. So irritating. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to this. There's not much left to do here for this hour. We're almost up against a break. Have another hour to go of the attack, and I'm bringing you all kinds of stuff that has happened on the 36 hours of Alien Xmas in previous years. This year, it's on the 7th and 8th, starting at 8 a.m. on the 7th, and we'll stay live until 8 p.m. on the 8th. And we'll bring you live bands, live comedians, like Douglas Maynard, who has been in the chat room on and on and on all morning. Him and all of his comedian friends. We're going to have plenty of bands like Concrete Angels and Influence and Dirty Mind Detroit and Sweet Crystal and Triple Black and my band Freakstar, and it's going to go on and on. There's going to be all kinds of great bands playing. The Arcades Project. We're going to have live acoustical jams, like a super group kind of thing will get put together, I'm sure, at some point. Little people from this band, a little bit of people from this band. Presenters from around the world will be involved. We'll have in-studio guests. We'll have telephone guests from around the world as well. A martial arts roundtable, a musicians roundtable, and much, much more. Maybe we'll do karaoke. How about some karaoke trivia roulette? That's right. We'll have to do trivia, and if you get it wrong, we make you sing something stupid. I would play. We did this before. We had Germ sing "I Will Always Love You," and as funny as it is, I know that when I play it, we lose listeners. So, we're just not going to do that. So, anyway, I knew I had something planned to do here before we go. No, I got nothing planned at all. It's time for a news update, and we'll be back with hour number 3 right after this on the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Michael Bloomberg is now in the race. The former New York City mayor is the newest Democrat running for president, making a late run, planning to spend his own money, which means he won't be eligible to be in the debates. And Bloomberg plans to focus on Super Tuesday primaries in March after Iowa, New Hampshire, South Carolina, and Nevada. Now, the billionaire's rivals aren't welcoming him to the race.
Bloomberg plans to spend tens of millions of dollars on ads to promote his candidacy. Senator Bernie Sanders at a Sunday New Hampshire rally warns this election needs ideas, not big bank accounts.
That is why multi-billionaires like Mr. Bloomberg are not going to get very far in this election.
Senator Amy Klobuchar held up her candidacy as one that has not come from privilege.
I am the granddaughter of an iron ore miner who worked 1,500 feet underground his whole life, the daughter of a union teacher and a newspaper man.
Bloomberg plans to skip the first 4 primary and caucus states, concentrating on states that vote on and beyond Super Tuesday. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
On Wall Street, we are seeing some futures that are rising, so stocks could go up ahead of the opening bell. Now sports. A blowout on Sunday Night Football.
Wide open. George Kittle inside the 10. Touchdown San Francisco.
It was a 61-yard TD helping San Francisco blow out Green Bay 37-8 on NBC. The 49ers now 10-1. So are the Patriots.
Brady throws, pass, caught for the touchdown.
That was the only TD of the game in New England's 13-9 win over Dallas on Fox. The Patriots have now had an NFL record 17 consecutive 10-win seasons. The Seahawks beat the Eagles. The Bills topped the Broncos. The Titans had a big win over the Jaguars. The Browns won their 3rd straight with a win over Miami. In the NBA, Denver and the LA Clippers both won their 5th games in a row. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Oh, honey, what a wonderful surprise. A dozen roses and chocolates, a candlelit dinner, and now champagne and strawberries by the fire. You're so romantic.
What do you say we get a little closer?
Igor? That's right, Igor here with the final ingredient for love.
Igor's lube?
Nothing gets things moving and grooving like my lube, and it prevents chafing.
Thanks, Igor.
And don't forget, Igor's lube now comes in cherry, mint, and salmon flavor.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
I'm going to make a run for the border, and I'm going to place an order. At the window, I'll get a burrito with sour cream and no tomato. Hey, wait a minute, this is not what I ordered. I should have gone to the place on the corner. At Taco Hut, even late night, they'll get your friggin' order right. So go to Taco Hut tonight.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by Phillips Milk of Amnesia, the over-the-counter remedy that works so well, you'll never remember why you used it in the first place.
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Give me some static! You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. You have been beamed aboard and are now inside the mothership
For the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
When's the last time you had a good time?
Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos, directly into your vajir holes.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
Shogun of Harlem.
All right, welcome back to The Attack, everybody. It's hour number 3 of The Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space, brought to you live here on AlienXRadio.com, UGmedia.com, United Talk Radio, and our fine affiliates around the world in syndication immediately following the live broadcast. We can also be found live on Facebook and on YouTube. That's right, the YouTube channel, the Alien X Radio YouTube channel. Head on over there, make sure you subscribe, and you can watch the live feed each and every week. And don't forget to make sure you catch up on them. All of them are stored right there on the YouTube channel. Don't forget also you can head to InsideTheMothership.com. That's InsideTheMothership.com. Usually the latest 2 episodes of Inside the Mothership and the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space will be there for your viewing pleasure, as well as an archive of the audio clips of all of the shows as well that you can find on Spreaker if you want to go there as well. There's an Alien Stone channel over at Spreaker. Man, we are all over the place, aren't we? Supply lines are getting longer and harder to maintain. No, it's just a lot of work is what it is. A lot of uploading. It's a lot of, hey, what's the show about? Okay, upload it here. Hey, what's the show about? Hey, what's the type. Yeah, I know I can copy and paste, but who has time for that, right? We're wasting too much time doing the other stuff. It's a vicious circle. Anyway, we are reviewing things that have happened on the 36 hours of Alien Xmas in the past because we are coming up very quickly. Very quickly. How much time do we actually have until we've got, next weekend is our last weekend before. Yeah. So we're going to actually do a live episode of Inside the Mothership on December 1st and a live episode of the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space on the 2nd. Those will be our pre-event shows where we're going to really talk up everything and explain to you exactly what's going to be happening. I'm telling you the locked-in artists, the order in which everything's going to happen, everything. I'm going to let you know. And then we're going to go silent until the event on Saturday at 8 a.m. We go live. It's going to be an amazing event for 36 straight hours. So, let's go ahead and find some stuff to play from the event last year. And I found something really cool. As y'all know, my co-host on Inside the Mothership is D-Unit, who happens to also be the bass player from the Creeping Chaos. Well, he and the lead singer / lead guitar player of the Creeping Chaos have a side project called the Arcades Project. And they were in studio in 2017 and recorded this tune to help raise money for Forgotten Harvest during the 36 hours of Alien Xmas. And you're listening to the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
Yeah, that was a good one, man. I need a piano.
Spent the last year Rocky Mountain way. Couldn't get much higher. Out the pasture, think it's safe to say, time to open fire. And we don't need the ladies crying 'cause the story's sad. Yeah. 'Cause the Rocky Mountain way is better than the way we had. Oh. Well, he's telling us this and he's telling us that. Changes it every day. Says it doesn't matter. Places are loaded and gauges are bad. Playing it play by play. Time to change the pattern. And we don't need the ladies crying 'cause the story's sad. 'Cause the Rocky Mountain way is better than the way we had.
never tried to play that all the way through, have you?
No. Never tried playing it really at all.
First time for everything.
You were just participating.
Oh, yes. You were participating in a happening. That was the Arcades Project that performed a couple years ago here for the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas. And they will be back again this year as well at 4 p.m. on Saturday the 7th. So make sure you tune in for that. Here's another thing that I consider a happening. This was also something that happened during the 36 hours. Chad. I don't know why I keep saying Chad. I look at this, it's totally wrong. I know the guy. I talk to him all the time. David, the drummer from Black Heron, he was very interested in the electronic drum set that was here at the studio, and he walked over and decided to start playing with it. And 12 minutes later, he walked away. Check it out.
Changes up his settings in the middle of his solo. Hold on, time out. He starts switching up again. He's like, nope, don't like that one. Oh!
Your intro.
Oh, I so want that for D's Music News, dude.
Come space it.
Oh,
the look on his face.
It's like, ew, I farted. It's like a kid in a candy store, man.
when you added that, wow, wow, wow.
That was like the
That
Phil
made me think
Collins
of
setting.
like old school Dawn of the Dead music.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, I just got contacted by David Crawford too from Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah. Chicka-chicka.
Is that marching band? High school drum cadence.
Our marching band from high school. That's fun. You can find the little things that play the music. This is my contemporary solo. Yeah.
Dude.
That's fun.
Now you don't have to warm up for tonight.
Yeah, this is his warm up.
Yeah.
There you go.
Shoot, you can get there at 9 now.
You can pretty much tell other drummers there's really nothing wrong with that electronic drum set, is there?
No. It's actually cheating because, like,
Yeah.
that double bass, like, it's just the bounce back on it is really nice.
Sweet. What setting was that? That sounded good.
Do car jam and then. What? No car jam?
Wow, man, he is jamming. Yeah. Okay. That was Dave from Black Heron. Just going through the settings on my electronic drum set here at the studio, and he can pretty much vouch for those drums at this point. You heard his skills, you heard what he was able to do with that electronic drum set, and he actually said that it's kind of like cheating. So, yeah. So the rest of you drummers out there and the bands and stuff, if you're afraid of coming in here and playing on the electronic drum set, don't worry about it, man. It works just fine, as you could hear. Whatever genre it is that you want to play, we can find something that works for you. But anyway, I want to make sure that I announce this again, that the multi-Detroit Music Award-winning artist, Sweet Crystal, is going to be live here for the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas at 11 a.m. Sunday morning. That's Sunday, December 8th. Sunday, December 8th, live at 11 a.m. Eastern. They will be right here on Alien X Radio for the third year in a row. It's our 5th year doing the event. It's the 3rd year in a row that they've been here. And as you can see, I got a nice little picture of them up right here if you want to have a look at them. I'm going to play one of their tunes right now. This was recorded last year during the event. This is how they started things off, I believe. For those of you that don't, or if you're not familiar with Sweet Crystal is a Christian band. And that's, of course, where they win most of their awards and stuff is in that genre. But, of course, they jump genres all the time. Why? Because they are just an amazingly talented band. So it doesn't really matter what you're looking for in music. When you listen to the band play, you can't help but notice the immense talent that the band Sweet Crystal has. So here's a tune that they got. It's one of theirs called Foot of the Cross, and this was recorded last year during 36 Hours of Alien Xmas, and you're listening to the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
This morning, I was lying on the floor. And I thought to myself,
Salvation, redemption, a new life. This is what it will cause. Ever bring all your troubles and treasures and count them as loss.
Hold myself over, far as I can see. There was no one around, baby, there was nobody sitting next to me. Must be the end, I must be coming undone. But that voice, it just laughed and said, nope, only just begun.
At the foot of the cross, the foot of the cross. Salvation, redemption, a new life. This is what it will cost. Ever bring all your troubles and treasures and count them as loss.
That's what we did. Bill Bladder, I could die. Yeah. Change didn't come easy because nothing happens overnight. But introspection, reflection, and prayer finally made me alright. Just when I thought I had nothing left to learn, you know that voice that spoke up and it said, now it's someone else's turn. At the foot of the cross, the foot of the cross, salvation, redemption, and love is what it will cost. Better bring all your troubles and treasures and count them as a loss. To the foot of the cross, the foot of the cross. Now listen, I wake up each morning, I'm a born again man. I've learned to live this life and go on a plan. That door is wide open, it's your turn to step across. Come in and join us at the foot of the cross.
Amazing performance by Sweet Crystal last year on the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas. They will be back again, of course, this year, and I am very excited about it, as well as they are too. I have nothing to say. You know, I have no words other than I just cannot wait till they're here. It's one of my favorite bands to have here live in the studio because, as I said before, they are very professional. When they come in, everything that they have is all ready to go, man. They just plug in, and all I got to do is turn it on. I don't have to worry about adjusting sounds and all that kind of. They've been around doing this for a long time, and they're very, very good at what they do. So make sure you tune in 11 a.m. Eastern on Sunday, December 8th, right here on Alien X Radio, UG Media, Facebook, United Talk Radio, and the YouTube channel, the Alien X Radio YouTube channel. Make sure you tune in for that because you can watch the performance as well as listen. And remember, if you're going to watch, I prefer that you watch over at the YouTube channel. The sound quality is much, much better. But I understand, you know, you're out and about. You can use Facebook so easy. Make sure that you chime in. And also, make sure that you donate because the entire thing is about raising money to feed the hungry by donating to Forgotten Harvest. So you can go to alienxradio.com/36 hours. You can donate right now. There's a link on there you can donate. Also, coming up in December, I believe on the 3rd, myself, Motown Vinny, and the rest of the Alien X Radio staff are going to be starting up our donation links on Facebook, which will go directly to Forgotten Harvest, where it won't come to us, and then we have to send it over to Forgotten Harvest. It'll go directly to Forgotten Harvest. So, however you want to donate, I don't care, just as long as you do so. Okay, make sure that you donate. So right now it's time to take a short break, a pause in the action for station identification, and we got to bring you up to date on what's happening in the world with another news update. So go nowhere. The Attack back right after this on Alien X Radio.
And now your weekly news update from NPR.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
I've always listened to it. Uber is currently on track to lose its license to operate in London, the city's transit authority citing safety concerns. Uber is appealing the decision and may continue operating while it does. The two largest U.S. stock discount brokerages would combine in a deal announced today by Charles Schwab. The company says it plans to buy TD Ameritrade in an all-stock deal valued at about $26 billion. After weeks of lackluster box office, Hollywood's chilly streak appears to be at an end. Frozen 2 is hot. NPR's Bob Mondello has details.
Princess Elsa sang last time about letting it go. Now she's got a new power ballad.
Don't you know there's part of me that loves you?
And a new box office record.
Into the unknown.
In terms of box office, Frozen 2 really is in uncharted territory. It has taken in $127 million in North America and opened #1 in every other market globally for a 3-day worldwide total of $350 million. That tops the old 3-day record for animated films by more than $100 million. Frozen 2 is expected to skate past plenty of other records as it heads into the family-friendly Thanksgiving holidays. Bob Mondello, NPR News.
After a little more than a day, Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg was released from a local hospital after being admitted with chills and a fever. She's a 4-time cancer survivor. The Supreme Court says the 86-year-old justice improved after treatment with intravenous antibiotics and fluids. I'm Louise Schiavone, NPR News.
Support for NPR and the following message come from TD Ameritrade. You can get smart with your investing with help from knowledgeable professionals, customizable tools, and education designed just for you at TD Ameritrade, where smart investors get smarter. Member SIPC.
Me and my lady want to get busy tonight. What do you recommend?
Igor's Lube.
I got my fist stuck in a gravy boat. Any ideas on how I can get it out?
Igor's Lube.
The hinges on my cabinet doors are squeaky. What should I use?
Igor's Lube.
I got dry, flaky elbows.
Igor's Lube.
Okay, but what if I'm being held hostage by a supervillain in an underground lair with a ticking time bomb and only seconds left until detonation? What would save me then, huh?
Igor's Lube.
That's right. Everything is smoother with Igor's Lube.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow.
Employment, family, love, and relationships. What does your future hold for you? We'll call the only psychic line that employs real psychics. Not phonies. I mean people who really can see your future. The Intergalactic Psychic family has all the answers. They have a complete staff of intergalactic aliens who have psychic and telepathic powers. Put your mind at ease. Call today and receive an autographed picture of Bill Clinton shaking hands with Kronk, the Intergalactic Psychic family's president. And remember, he's not only the ISF president, he's also a client. Call today at 1-900-935-5543. That's 1-900-935-5543. Just $35,000 for the first minute and your life savings each additional minute. So call today. That's 1-900-935-5543.
All right, everybody, welcome back to The Attack. I'm your host, Alien Stone, broadcasting to you live from the other side of Planet Chaos here on Alien X Radio, UG Media, United Talk Radio, and many, many other fine affiliates around the world, as well as Facebook and YouTube. Head on over to youtube.com, look for the Alien X Radio YouTube channel, and subscribe. You can watch all those. Also, don't forget to check out InsideTheMothership.com as well as AlienXRadio.com. And enjoy all these pages. And join the Alien X Radio fan group, also on Facebook. Links to all of this at alienxradio.com. So, the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas event is coming up very, very quickly. We got one more weekend left of regular shows, and then bam, in your face for 36 straight live hours. And kicking around some ideas of some... I'm going to try to do several Just a Few questions throughout the course of the show. And just kind of some ideas that I have is maybe I might have somebody get zapped into some of the classic Christmas specials. You know, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Maybe I'll get them zapped in there and they'll have to interact with those characters or become those characters. Who knows? What about living in a Christmas song? I could maybe put somebody into a Christmas song and they have to actually live that life. Or maybe they're applying for a job at the North Pole and they have to work their way up the corporate ladder to eventually one day become Santa Claus. Who knows? Maybe that might be just a few questions. I got a bunch of other ideas. I'm not gonna give you any more. Okay? There's gonna be a bunch more ideas, and probably a lot of these are gonna get dumped. Who knows? But you'll have to tune in for it to find out. 8 a.m. Eastern on Saturday, December 7th. We go live. We stay live through the 8th at 8 p.m. Eastern. Nobody calls me when I'm live on the air. I hang up. Unbelievable phone calls on my personal life. Anyway, we gotta play one more thing here. I'm also gonna play Just a Few Questions. It's not from 36 Hours. However, it does feature an artist for the 36 Hours. Dirty Mind Detroit will be performing live here for the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas. And do I have that schedule still up here so I can tell you exactly when? Yes, at 2 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, the 7th, Dirty Mind Detroit will be performing live. So I've decided that I'm going to play Just a Few Questions from 7/22/18. That's right. So more than almost a year and a half ago. The time travel, what's it called again? Here, let me pull up so I can see the title of this thing. The Time Traveling Butt Mike Movie Star, featuring Dirty Mind Detroit. That'll be the Just a Few Questions that we play in just a few minutes here. But first, I need to play something else from 36 Hours of Alien Xmas. And I really don't know what I want to play. I think I'm going to hit you with some more Arcades Project, perhaps. That's what I'm thinking. Yes, sir. Oh, wait, we got a call from Zeldor that we can play? No, yes, maybe, yes. All right, let's do a call from Zeldor. When he called in, I can't even remember what year. This was last year. Okay, it doesn't want me to play that. So it doesn't exist. So it just tried to jump ship here on me. Okay, so we're going to play something then instead from the Arcades Project. They were in the studio and running down a dream. The name of the tune, this was 2 years ago, 2017, the Arcades Project, as part of the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas on the Attack of the Monday Morning Mancast from Outer Space.
1, 2, 3.
Day, sun beamed down, had the radio on, I was driving, trees went by, me and Dell was singing, a little runaway, I was supplying, hey, I'm running down a dream, never would come to me, what
Working on a mystery, going wherever it leads, running down a dream. I felt so good, like anything's possible. Hit cruise control and with my eyes. Last 3 days, the rain was unstoppable. It was always cool, no sunshine. Yeah, I'm running down a dream. Never would come to me. Working on a mystery, going wherever it leads. I'm running down a dream. Put the pedal down to make some time. Something good waiting down this road. I'm picking up whatever is mine. Yeah, I'm running down a dream. Never would come to me. Working on a mystery. Going wherever it leads. I'm running down a dream. Yeah, I'm running down a dream. Whatever would come to me. Working on a mystery. Going wherever it leads. I'm running down a dream.
This is Shady. We're in the last few hours of the Radiothon for Forgotten Harvest. We're trying to get some money for everybody. So I want you to dig down deep into your pockets. Dig so deep like you're picking out some corn or something and give us some money. Do it because we need the money bad. People are hungry. So while you're eating your special Christmas dinner, you won't feel bad for eating that Christmas dinner, knowing that someone else got a Christmas dinner too. Now listen here. Quit being stingy, damn it. We're trying to make some money here for people. And if you don't give them the money, they ain't gonna have a good Christmas. And how can you have a good Christmas if someone else ain't gonna have a good Christmas? So give some money. Get that money out. We don't care what kind of money it is. Hell, we'll take some folding money. We don't care, just as long as we can put it in the big collection pot here. Get people some good money so they can get food from Forgotten Harvest. Now, before I go, I just want to say this one thing. I know all year you might be saving up those dimes and nickels and quarters to buy that special Christmas present for someone you know. Forget about it. Give it to Forgotten Harvest. You'll feed somebody for the whole Christmas season, maybe beyond that. Depends on how much food they get. And the more money you give, the more money they're going to get. The more food they're going to get. Hell, that's what we want. We want to feed the hungry people. Because I'm not in favor of hunger. And I hope you're not too. So get that money out now. Really appreciate it. Hell, you put in $100. I may smoke a cigarette again. I gave that up for Christmas. But I might smoke in celebration. So damn it, last thing I gotta say is, give us some money. And give till it hurts. Even if it means digging deep. And we know some of you can dig really deep. Thank you, folks. Back to you.
Resistance is futile, but you can struggle if you like.
It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
You got something to say? Say it, bucko. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
Welcome back to The Attack, everybody. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I'm your host, Alien Stone, broadcasting live on alienxradio.com, UG Media, United Talk Radio, and all of our fine affiliates around the world, as well as Facebook Live and YouTube Live at the Alien X Radio YouTube channel. Now, we have been going over all the stuff that's been happening in the 36 hours of Alien Xmas. I've been telling you to make sure that you tune in for the new one that's coming up here on the 7th and 8th, starting at 8 a.m. on the 7th. We'll be live continuously until 8 p.m. on the 8th. But now I'm going to step back from that. And do something that we always do here on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space, and that is to bring you an episode of Just a Few Questions. Usually it is the episode from the episode of Inside the Mothership that has aired the day before on Sundays at 12 noon Eastern. Well, we didn't have one, so I'm going back in time. I'm going back to 7/22/18, almost a year and a half ago, when the band Dirty Mind Detroit was in studio. Dirty Mind Detroit, it will be playing at the 36 Hours of Alien Xmas, 2 p.m. Eastern on Saturday the 7th. Well, this is what it sounded like when they came on into the studio, and I asked them just a few questions.
Just a few questions.
It's time for Just a Few Questions.
All right, let's check out, see how kind of week the alien had.
All right. So we do this every week. I come up with just a few questions. This is nothing serious.
Nope. One's just one, though.
One is one.
Two's a couple.
Three is a few.
And a crowd.
And then all the rest are a gaggle, a bunch, a plethora. Several.
Let me ask you something.
It's a good one. So, let's go ahead and get this thing underway with Dirty Mind Detroit in studio. Question number one. After hiring a new agent, your band has been booked as an opening act at the original Woodstock. Obviously, your only mode of transportation is time travel. After hunting down a used time machine on Craigslist, you and the band climb aboard and do what? A, use the machine's scanner to zero in on historic concentrations of marijuana smoke and loudspeaker announcements about the hazards of taking brown acid. B, abandon the gig, travel back in time to your choice, what time and place, and start over. C, set the time circuit to August 20th, 1969. Or D, set the time circuit to August 15th, 1969. And go.
G.
D. She says D. She's going to set the time circuits to August 15th, 1969. That is her choice. Is she right? Should she do that? We're not gonna answer that yet. That's your answer though, right? Okay. And go.
I agree with Mel. D.
D. You're going to set the time circuits to August 15th, 1969.
I go with one.
You go with one. You're just going to zero in on the largest concentration of weed smoke and the most documented cases of bad acid trips?
Yes.
Woodstock.
All right. Okay. And go. 2. He's going to abandon the gig and go back to what time and place and start over? 1957.
Who wants to see Gene Krupa play?
It was a.
Wants to play him the Chevy.
Yeah, I'll say it's a great Chevy.
And go. Which one?
Deployment?
20th. You say that you would set the time circuit to go to August 20th, 1969? Okay, that's your answer. And D.
I'm going with the first one, cuz.
Zeroing in on the marijuana smoke and acid.
Freaking lootly.
All right. Well, the people that were going to successfully make it to the show are the ones zeroing in on the concentration of the marijuana smoke and the ones that went there on August 15th, 1969, because if you got there on August 20th, you would just be there in a big pile of garbage and stuff after the show was over.
Couple stragglers.
Because the show was over.
Hey, man, got any spare change?
Then you would just hear all the stories about the brown acid.
We're here, but they were still laying around.
All right. So, question number 2.
Question number 2.
Question number 2. After becoming the first band to figure out how to record an album in Braille. Everybody's like, what? What?
By Stevie Wonder.
You later went on to invent the rectal microphone. During the beta testing on this equipment, what celebrity showed the most improvement by shoving their microphone up their ass?
Oh.
Was it A, Eminem, B, Madonna, C, Robert De Niro, or D, other, and you get to say who. And go.
D, other, Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber!
Who's that show?
There's no wrong answer.
Definitely Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro. All right.
The guy who sang on Hollywood Nights, the movie. He sang Valari.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. There you go. De Niro. De Niro. You talking to me? De Niro again. Another De Niro.
I'm going to go with D. I'm going to make up my own. And I'm sure the microphone has probably been up her ass. I'm going to say Courtney Love.
Courtney Love. Yeah. It's probably been there.
And a stand.
Yeah, you're right.
It just ended up there. Or maybe back in there. I don't know. All right. Question number 3.
Question number 3 is not a multiple choice question.
Oh, some bitch. You got to think about something?
You got to think about something now. You got to come up with your own answer.
Damn.
So, we know where we've been so far. So, after playing a historic...
There's going to be a freaking Mad Libs at the end of this bitch.
After playing a historic show at Woodstock, bringing music to blind people all over the world, and inventing the Robert De Niro Burrow SM58 rectal microphone, a Lifetime movie is being made about the band. Who would you like to play you in the film? And go. I'm guessing no one's going to say Robert De Niro.
Lizzie Hale, absolutely. You mentioned her. She's always on my mind, too. There you go.
Lizzie Hale. Lizzie Hale.
I got a great one. Jack Black, baby.
Jack Black.
Freaking A-right, baby.
Good
I don't care how many millions you got to pay him. He can play me.
All right. Everybody's deep in thought now. And go.
Peter Fonda.
Good answer. Good answer.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
And go.
Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix. To play you.
Right.
All right.
Take a hell of an agent to get him working again.
I know, right?
Well, we already established that you can get a time machine on Craigslist. So.
And a tanning bed.
And we already know how to zone into Woodstock. And go. Buddy Rich.
Such the drummer.
Come on, Bob. Who's going to play you, Bob? What about Chong's going to play Bob?
Jimmy Page.
You want Jimmy Page to play you?
Yeah. All right. Well, Jimmy Page.
I want to hear your answers on
I don't have to answer no questions.
I know, man, which sucks.
I don't know.
Is there a question number 4?
You know who would not be is Johnny Depp. It would not be Johnny Depp.
Be Johnny Depp.
He would not be allowed anywhere in the project.
I don't understand what you got against Johnny Depp, dude.
I don't understand what you don't have against him.
He's a hell of a guitar player.
All right.
You know?
Well, everybody, that has been
just
a few questions.
All right, that was just a few questions with the band Dirty Mind Detroit.
I told you it'd be fun.
And we are out of here now. I do want to thank you for joining me this week, and I'm going to leave you with the band Influence and them talking to Satan himself. Until next time, this is Alien Stone for the Attack of the Monday Morning Mancast from Outer Space, Alien X Radio, UG Media, and United Talk Radio Live.
Send us money. Alien X Radio, please. Hungry people need you. Send us food. Money. Anything matters.
Snow tires.
Send us some money. Anything. Food.
You're leaving the bar. You go to Taco Bell. You get yourself a 6-pack of soft and a 6-pack of soft. That's right. 12 soft tacos. You turn the corner. There somebody is. With the sign, "Will work for food."
I feel like this is like a cheesy...
You direct him to the closest area where Forgotten Harvest goes and drops off food.
And then?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Forgotten Harvest. For $1 can feed 4 meals. 4 meals. $1 didn't get you 12 tacos.
No.
But $1, could have fed 4 other people.
Yep.
Amen, brother.
Wow. That was beautiful.
And who's next?
Brought a tear to my eye.
Next.
It's mushrooms.
They don't want to participate.
Please send us money.
Participate.
Alien X Radio needs your money.
Forgotten Harvest needs their money.
Stop being so selfish and send us money. Like, right now. What's your credit card number? I bet you don't know unless you get it out. And while you're looking at it, just send us money. Come on.
$1.
Come on.
Read me the number.
How much money do you spend on, snacks from the gas station? Work. On your way to work. I just bought a sub the other day and got food poisoning. I could have used that $8 and gave it to Harvest Festival. Just like you should. Send us your money.
Oh,
that was good.
All right.
I spent $8 and got food poisoning.
Thank you, Subway. You son of a bitch.
Wouldn't have got food poisoning from Forgotten Harvest.
No.
Right.
No.
All right, who's
Unless
next?
they went to the same Subway.
No. Who's next?
I can't even follow that.
They're all being shy all of a sudden. Nobody wants to do it.
All right, I'm back. Once again, coming up from the underworld, it's me, Satan Lucifer. Once again, Forgotten Harvest has come to Detroit to help feed the hungry. Have you ever been hungry before? Probably not, you fat bastard. Who pays $8 for a sub at a gas station, bro? It's probably right next to the gas station sushi.
Underneath the red.
That's how you end up here, bro.
Keep on eating that $8 sub.
$8 gas station subs kill. So
So there's people out there that are hungry. They don't have $8 to die eating a sub. So take your $8 and hand it over to Alien X Radio and Forgotten Harvest, and they'll buy something not from a gas station, but from a reputable location.
Walmart.
To their mouth, to their belly. Yum. Forgotten Harvest. We will not serve you an $8 gas station sub. Thank you. I now return you to your regularly scheduled program. Thank you, Satan. Oh, still here. He's possessed me. Ah! All right, there. I'm all right now.